Welcome to this episode of YouTube. We celebrated Axel and Grayson's birthday. That's Axel with the blue collar and Grayson doing a standover, which rarely happens, of Grayson standing on top of Axel. They were 7 years old on May 2nd, so we had a birthday webinar for them. Abby Keller made a great cake of all their favorite things, and while Kaz was the first one to get there and the first one to take a bite out of the cake, we did see Axel getting most of the pork roast as his kind of birthday celebration. Grayson spent the time on the rock sharing the rest of the cake with Rika and Blackstone and Kaz. And certainly we talk a lot about the different personalities, and since Grayson's been a pup, he's been kind of the more timid of the two brothers. Whenever we have a lot of excitement, we always have distractions, and we threw out some Gatorade ice cubes because it was getting a little bit warm for the wolves. So Blackstone and Kaz are a year of age, and you can start to see Blackstone certainly feeling better from his little bout of gastrointestinal disorder, causing a little bit of angst for Rika. And even though Grayson's, again, a little bit more timid and 7 years old, all he has to do is come over, raise his tail, give a little bit of a lip curl and a growl, and things calm down. And it certainly doesn't hurt to include a hard muzzle bite and roll over a subordinate pup who's been a little bit too much. So we do know that dynamics are changing, and we're really watching some interesting footage coming from Explore.org as well as from our surveillance cameras. This is Rika and Kaz, and one of those bonding moments that we've been kind of watching for. And certainly these two have been spending a lot of time together, and we're probably seeing the strongest correlation with Rika defending Kaz from any other dominance from either Axel or from Grayson. So changes are bound to happen. Certainly food kind of aggravates a little bit more dominance behavior, and this was just recently here in mid-April where you're seeing some carcass feeding and seeing Rika doing kind of a hard grab bite on Grayson, defending that food. Certainly when Kaz is involved, it can be problematic. So the result of that is you're going to see Grayson kind of grooming himself. A lot of those bite wounds have some scabs on it that are starting to come off as he's shedding his hair. So you're going to see some abnormalities kind of coming about in his coat condition as that undercoat starts to shed out. So the pups are always into something, so we do use a lot of distractions. The enclosure has had recently the hay removed. We want to thank the Vermilion Community College Forestry, Wildlife, and Wildlife Society students who came over and within an hour and a half had the entire winter hay removed. We'll still have to do a little bit of cleanup for the Working for Wolves, but just having that large, massive amount of hay out of the exhibit helps dry it out, reduces the risk of it getting moldy in this kind of wet spring weather. So we're really grateful to those students for following up and taking care of that. So we'll still doing the fundraiser, the birthday fundraiser, looking for additional resources to help purchase surveillance cameras and be able to monitor what's happening and what we can expect for the future. See you next time.